What's up, everyone? So someone's been doing some bulldozing in my little canal dump. They've been bulldozing a trail through here, and it goes quite a ways. But I'm just curious about what they're doing here exactly. I don't know what they could do with this. It's a floodplain type of canal. I mean, it's all wet mud here. Can't even walk without getting a bunch on your shoes and stuff. I mean, it's all caked on there, so unless they're going to put a path in here, they'd have to, I mean, if they did that, they'd have to just build it to where, like, there's a wood sticking into the ground, like driving the posts into the ground to have the path up, like boardwalk. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, they've been just bulldozing the heck out of us, and I'm just confused because I just don't know what they're doing. And this isn't an area with good bottles here. I've gotten a lot of good glass out of here, so I'm gonna look this area over really good, because there is some really good, or there was some really good Middletown bottles in here, and they just bulldozed it like crazy. I mean, like these here, I mean, that's a Roth and Company, and this is a Rother Candy. No, that's a Klee, shaped about the same. Pabst, Cheryl Cola. I mean, this area was just filled with pop bottles from 1915 to 1930, or well, later actually too, but there were some older ones in here. Well, a fair amount of them. It's more like 1910 to 1999, I guess, because some of these are really new like that. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of that is, but yeah, man, something looks like it almost caved in here or something. Either that or us diggers just dug it out so bad that left it all humped all over here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to post in this local talk group and find out what they're doing. This looks like an older one. Huh. A diamond with the liquid on the base. So these people must be taking the good stuff, because I haven't seen one thing worth keeping. Just broken stuff that would be worth keeping. Of course, they might even be taking that, because there's some good broken bottles I've kept out of here just because I need a good one to fit into the collection. But yeah, this is the first place I ever dug, so I was just curious. And if they do more digging, then I'm definitely going to try to be down here when they do it. Looks like someone's been digging around here recently too. Huh. Wonder what they're finding. I think the point is to call people out over here, but I mean, I don't know if it's someone else or not, but if it's someone I know, it'd be nice if they told me, because I'm always curious to know. What's up, everyone? I ended up getting off work early today, so I had to go back to the canal dump, this time with my digging tools over there. So someone's actually been over here. They put some bottles together. There's a Mickey Mouse insulator that's broken. This was an area where I first dug one, and a worthless thief stole it. But yeah, we got here, looks like a 1915. Yep, Dayton. Cincinnati. Dayton. I didn't think this through very well, because the area that I didn't dig was on this side, and this happens to be the same side where they dumped all this brush. So yeah, I didn't think it through very well, but yeah, I figure maybe start a little hole somewhere over here and see what I can get. Short of a rare bottle, a Clee from Middletown, Ohio. Not one you see every day. Thought I saw something over in there. Oh, some dirt just flew up in the air there. Huh. Oh, that's right. There's another digger here to help me today, so yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to find some stuff. And this is not my favorite digging weather. It's only 8 degrees out here right now. The only reason I'm here at all is because he wanted to dig, so yeah, I guess if I have help, I'll dig, because I don't hardly get help anymore. So yeah, I'll get down there and do some digging. Okay, so I didn't film most of the day. It's actually kind of sparse down here. Not much. Well, plus I was with my one digging buddy and get talking and forgot about filming. But anyway, I got something here. It's got dot base, so probably a slick spun mold whiskey thing. It has a partial label. But yeah, I've never seen any of these dot base bottles with embossing, I don't think. What's up, everyone? Back again today. And I got a Hawkline here just because of the way the base looks. That's the only thing I can think of it possibly being, but might be something else. My pick's gone, so I'm going to use some trimmers here. Get this thing out of here. Looks like it's in there pretty good. Of course, these are pretty long bottles. Here we go. And it's whole. What color is this? Amber. All right. First bottle of the day. Okay, I got something here that's aqua. So I have no idea what that is because it doesn't look like a fruit jar sized aqua bottle or uh-oh. It looks like it's broken now. Yep, it sure is. Something labeled. So it's probably just a plain old pickle jar. Well, it's a Heinz. It's too bad. Okay, you got a milk glass jar thing in here, one with a sheer top, so I'm guessing. They're made with really thin glass and really cool looking. Alright, here we go. Yeah. I like finding these. These are nice. I was actually wrong about it. Wait. Can't tell if that's a sheer top. Yeah, it's a sheer top, so yeah. Yeah, it's got that really thin glass. Alright. Okay, got a wine. Yep. They've made the bottles on this design for years. They look the same when they're made today, except they have them little ridges on the very bottom there. I guess those helped them stay on the conveyor belts. Hopefully with all these wine bottles, there's some beers mixed in. It'd be nice to get a nice embossed bottle beer from my area. I didn't know what I had until I saw the top of it. It's a hutch, so I know it's either a non-local one or a rare local one. So let's see what it is. If it's from Ohio, then it's a non-local one. It is from Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Soda Water, or Soda and Ginger Ale Company. Chipped there, but still a nice hutch. Okay, I got what I think's probably a stove polish here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Very common bottle, but they are nice looking bottles, packed full of embossing. I think I have something in here. What do you know? It's a Squatty Slick. What's up, everyone? So here's the finds that I didn't get to film. Well, I filmed some of them, but not all. So we got this Hawkline here. I did film that. 2 Easy stove polishes. Sample bitters thing. I can't remember what those are called. What is this called? E.R. Durkee. Ah, there it is. That one's food. Lightning lid. Cold cream lid. Actually says something. Stopper. 2 liquid zones. Aquacone ink. Omega oil. Perfumer. Pretty good sized lid. Dr. Miles Nervine. I can't remember what that's called either. Oh, no, Whitmore from Boston. Pumpkin seed. Dr. F.E. and J. Green. Lydia Pink Cams. I.T. Fossler from Knoxville, Tennessee. Mink Brewing. 2 more Mink Brewings. Hires, that's embossed on the base. Terre Haute, Indiana. Beer, that's embossed on the base. Hoster from Columbus. And a quart mink. So, I figured I'd sell these. Figured I'd throw them in a lot for cheap. I was thinking 35-ish if someone picked them up, or if I was already in the area. I'd say it's a pretty good deal, even though some of these, like the Fossler, has a condition issue on the base, and some of these others have condition issues. I don't offer these deals for shipping because I have to deal with all the bubble wrap and all that, but I'd say someone could make a profit off that. I mean, even if I took 5 each for the blobs, that's $25. I know I could get at least $5 each, easy. But I guess I'll go ahead and go back in and I'll show you the ones I did clean up. Okay, so first I'm going to film a little small lot of stuff that my one digging buddy gave me. I guess it's stuff he no longer wanted, but I think some of the stuff in here is pretty decent. First is this. It's a perfumer. Let's see if I could switch it around here. Alfred Wright Perfumer, Rochester, New York. And it has a frosted top there. So, glass stopper would have went in that. But yeah, look at that flared lip. It's really crude looking. Might be the most flared lip I've ever seen on a non-panel bottle. I mean, it's really thin glass there. Yeah, sorry for the mess. It needs vacuumed over here, and I mean, I don't own this property, so I have no control over it and how it looks, really. Well, I mean, I could do something, but I'm not really supposed to do anything over here, so anyway, on to the next. The next is this Moxie Nerf food, and it has a nice color. It's aqua, or it could be called nice blue to some. It does have a little bruise right there in the middle, though, but it's still a nice bottle. I think I got 20 out of the last aqua one, maybe. And here's a little promo. Then we got some stoppers and lids. This one's kind of interesting. I almost wonder if it goes to a Royal Pepsin bitters or something. This lid's embossed, actually. Dr. J. Parker Prey. Established 1868, New York. Well, because of this here, I think this is a machine-made lid, but it's still a pretty neat looking lid. And here's a 3-in-1 oil. Try to get in focus for you. There we go, 3-in-1. It's blown in mold. And here's an earlier looking aqua, one of these Omega oils. I don't know why my camera's acting the way it is. And then we got another cool looking lid here. Has a nice pattern to it. And then an insulator. It's Brookfield from New York. I don't know much about it, but I was told it's common. So that wraps up that. Next, got some stoneware here. Dug this one way in the bottom of my hole. Before we got kicked out, kinda. And yeah. Anyway, here's the next one. He actually left that. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's a really nice bowl myself. And I'll go ahead and start on these here. He didn't want this one. It's because it's slick, but look at the apply top on that. That's really crude and early there. I mean, that has to be at least 1880s. And I would think earlier 1880s. But then again, I'm used to digging so much turn of the century stuff. That's like 1895 to 1900. Well, more like 1914 or something. That I guess anything older than that looks ancient to me. I don't know. So, yeah, it could just be an 1880s bottle. Then we got minks here. There's a mink. Here's a mink. And that's the export style quart. I don't think I've had any of them. Here's a mink. And I'm thinking of maybe doing an offer on those too. I got 2 of them. And I would like to keep one for myself. So I'm wondering if any of these tumbling guys would tumble mine if I let them have one or something like that. So yeah, I'll see about getting something lined up. And here's this one. It's a Berghoff from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It cleaned up better because it's from a different dump. Some of these bottles from this other dump, they just come out trashed. I don't know if it's because they burned some stuff or what, but you're lucky if you find anything in there that comes out even this clean. And this still isn't really clean. It's still kind of got some staining and scratches and all that. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get to the next one. Well, actually, I might skip it. It's a better bottle, so I'll save it for last, maybe. And here's this one. So that's a foreign language there of some kind. Prepared by the Peter Farney and Sons, Chicago. I think that's a common bottle, but I normally see the machine made that's blown in mold. They probably are common blown in mold too, but I don't dig them too often. Dr. Miles Remedy for the heart. You normally see Dr. Miles Nervine bottles, so the heart remedy's less common. Not rare by any means, but not near as common as the Nervines either. This is a really early 3-in-1 oil because it says GW Cole Company on the side. This one I think he chipped, but this is a nice pharmacist, W.T. Baker pharmacist out of Alexandria, Indiana. That one's not one I would think would be common. Alexandria is a smaller town than Indiana. It is chipped, which would hurt the value some, but I still think you could probably get a $20 bill out of it even with a chip, just because it's from a town that small. And here's a bromo. If these were rare or uncommon, people would be buying these like crazy. They'd be a really sought after bottle. And I actually do have a buyer for them, believe it or not. There's some people out there now that collect the different variants of them, like different mold numbers and stuff. And that's how you get people into collecting different things, is if you start to show interest in them and create a demand for them, because people usually tend to collect stuff that other people want. Not many people just go after their own thing, you know. Anyway, here's a Great Seal from Newark, Ohio. Then here's a, what is that? Ayers Sarsaparilla from Lowell, Massachusetts. Fairly common, but less common than the Hood Sarsaparillas, I think. Pieces Cure for consumption. And I don't know if this is just me or not, but it looks like the lower third of it is extra dark compared to the rest of it. Unless I'm just seeing things funny. Yeah, it's a nice looking bottle. This one here I think is a foreign olive jar. It has an applied top, but it just has a foreign look to it. I mean, I really think it was made in England or something like that. I'm not positive, but I'm 99% sure. The Mother's Friend. Seems like I'm sold out of those, so I'll have a new one to replace it. The E.E. Sutherland Medicine Company out of Paducah, Kentucky. Now these are normally common, but the common ones are clear and either machine made or blown. And they're common, when they're blown, they're only common in this size and variant. I would say this one's definitely less common for sure. I've only found one other one in that size. That's blown anyway. But yeah, these other ones are pretty common. So they must be more common in the area that they're from, because I find them that much over in this area. But again, that's only for the blown clear ones and machine-made clear ones. Okay. House gets the hutches afterwards. I don't know what this jar is. Well, it says Imperial, so it's an Imperial jar. Pounded April 1886. I thought it was broken, that this should have been all around the outside, but when I look closer, I'm like, wait a minute. That was made that way. And of course it has some condition issues, like 99% of everything I dig, but again, I know online the people who are always talking about values the most or think they know everything say that if a bottle has something wrong with it, then it's worthless and you should just trash it. But I've been selling a lot of bottles that have condition issues, so that's not true. Like I said in other videos, if it's going like this across the middle, it affects the display, and therefore it's going to be a hard sell unless it's something really good. But if it's just some small little chip on the heel or something like that, like let's say if this had something here, then it really doesn't matter because most of the people buying lower value bottles aren't going to be paying a lot for it anyway. Anyway, we got this here. It's a nice amber lightning lid. It'd be nice to dig a jar of one of those. Then we got a mucilage. And the reason I say mucilage instead of ink is because this actually had the original label on it, and it said mucilage. Now, I didn't catch which company it was because apart with the company like Carter, Sanford's, or some other ink, that part was washed off. But usually the Carters, I think they say Carter's on them, but I don't know if all of them do or not, so this still could be a Carter's. I don't know. But any day you find a colored cone is a good day to me because I don't see the colored ones that often. Normally, I only see them in clear or aqua. Like here's a common one. It has no name. It's machine made, and it even has a bruise there. But I figured why not bring it home because I think I sold almost all my inks, so I'm starting to get some together again. Then here's what I think's another foreign bottle. Delgado and Company. It's 3-piece mold and blown. Has really thin glass. I think that's another foreign bottle. Of course, language would confirm that, I'm sure. Not sure how common, because you never know how common foreign things are, but usually if something turns up from another area, then usually it is something common. But I always like digging different things up, but my primary focus is local stuff, because it's always fun to dig up something local you haven't seen, or a different color, or something like that. Like if you see, if you were to dig a bromo and teal or something like that, it's always cool to find something like that to create a color run. And here's something you could find color runs of. It's a Bixby, the round one. I think I just sold the only one I had of these. So now I got one to replace it. And here's a Allen's Lung Balsam out of Cincinnati, Ohio. J.N. Harris and Company. Let's say 1880s or 90s. Probably 1890s for that one. And if I don't break it. Glycosone prepared only by C.H. Merchant, New York. Now for a second, I was having trouble placing it, but I'm pretty sure that they make an amber version of these or something like that. I'll have to look into that, but I'm pretty sure I found amber examples. Alright, here's this one here. It is an Oakland with dioxygen embossed on it. That's a scarce variant for sure, because normally they only have the Oakland Chemical Company embossed in a circle like that, or they just say dioxygen on the one side and have the Oakland Chemical Company embossed on the heel only. So that's a pretty decent little variant, if you're one of these people that likes different variants of stuff. And then this one I've never seen before. It says Dr. Warren's Pile Remedy. That's a really cool one. I don't know if it's American or not, but I've never seen it before, so I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it looks like one of them cork top Vaseline jars if you were to see it from a distance, but yeah, upon closer inspection, it's something different. So that's cool. And here's a Dr. J.H. Kinsey from Richmond in a different size than you normally see. It's a little bit smaller. So that's pretty cool. I'm hoping people will start getting back into collecting Richmond stuff again, because right now it seems like people are only after the really rare pre-1880 balls from there. Okay, I don't need to pick those up really. Those are bromos right there. I'm sure y'all know what those look like by now. Here's a pumpkin seed. This is found at the other dump that the balls clean up nicer at. Now, I put some of these off on this log in my backyard because they can turn sun-colored amethyst. I'm actually thinking of putting some sun-colored amethyst bottles on my page, so that way if buyers want to buy those type of bottles to display or something like that, they'll be there. And this is really cool. I've actually never seen a milk glass bottle with sick glass till I saw this one. I mean, this is really pretty, actually. And lately, it seems like more and more people I know are getting into collecting these. Some people call them fairy lamp bases, and maybe that's what they are. Then there's this here. I don't know if this is redware or what it is, but I thought it was kind of interesting, so I brought it home with me. Then I don't even know what this is at all. It's made of glass, I think. Yeah, glass or pottery, but it has that picture painted on it, and a lot of the paint's gone, which is too bad, but I still thought it'd be worth bringing home. Okay, so here is a hutch. I think that was the last hutch I dug before the one hole caved in. WH Mink. And those there are also mink. So the Mink Brewery, I guess, put out some soda bottles at one point. So maybe they had soda. It does have a huge bruise right there. So that's going to be in my $5 hutch pile probably. Plus it needs tumbled, and I don't know if you can even tumble bottles like that safely, because those bruises often peel off and it turns into chips, so yeah. This one might be the favorite one that I dug. It actually cleaned up pretty nice. The Cincinnati Soda Water and Ginger Ale Company out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, obviously because I read that, but anyway. It's a taller version of a hutch, and it's made by RN Company. I can't remember which one that was. And lastly, I can't believe my one buddy didn't want this, but he was just tossing me a bunch of stuff that he didn't want. And he actually tossed this over. Chicago Moxie Nerve Food, Chicago, Illinois. Now, I found the ones like this here before with the crown tops and just say Moxie Nerve Food, but I've never found one that says Chicago on it. And this one also has a crude applied blob top, or, well, that's more of a taper top, I think, but still, it's applied, and it's American made, I'm sure, so yeah, I can't believe he didn't want that. Well, I guess that's all. I'll be posting these on my page when I get a chance to. So yeah, check that out, and I'll also be posting some pictures of my sun-colored amethyst bottles on there too, for those who like them.